Hello my beautiful friends, it's Amanda here and I'm back. I'm kind of back. I'm back on YouTube. I'm in a new studio. I'm in a new house. I moved. I did it. I'm not sure if I can fully use the past tense for that because my house is not fully unpacked yet, despite the fact that we've been here for 2 weeks. But you know, that's just the way it goes sometimes. It has been almost a month since I sat down and put makeup on camera and filmed a video where I talk to you through this lens about makeup, and I am very excited to be back. And you know, we have a lot of catching up to do. Today we are catching up with ColourPop. They did 3 whole releases between the last time that I was able to film a new ColourPop release and now, which hasn't even been a month. But you know, that's ColourPop. So we're gonna go through these 3 collections. I'm gonna give you close-ups, swatches, prices. I'm not gonna be doing comparisons in this video. First of all, because this room isn't entirely unpacked yet. This nice little background that you can see is about 4 square feet of this room, some of which is still in boxes. So I don't have all of my makeup unpacked and organized yet. And also there are 30 different products that I'm swatching in this video, some of which are palettes, so it's more than 30 swatches. So that's a lot, but I'm going to be doing comparison swatch requests over on my Instagram page. My Instagram is Makeup.Just.For.Fun. I'll link it down in the description. As always, all my social media, other stuff is linked down there all the time. So go follow along over there, and that way you can submit requests for the things that you want to see compared. That'll be a fun time. But today I'm just going to give you the rundown on all these products so that we can get caught up, so that I can get back to my very timely reviews, hopefully. We'll see how quickly things arrive here to this new address. I'm going to show you these collections in chronological order, so the order in which they released. But everything that we talk about today in this video is already available on the ColourPop site, and I'm pretty sure that my affiliate code works on all of these collections. I did test it on a couple things and it worked, so I'm pretty sure you can just use my code Amanda, it's just my first name, to save 10% on pretty much everything you see in today's video. So let's start with the Jasmine Chiswell collection. This is a creator collaboration. This collection has 2 5-pan eyeshadow palettes, 2 LUX glosses, and then 3 lip duos that have the LUX lipsticks, which I love. Let's take a look first at the Jasmine Chiswell collection, starting with the eyeshadow palettes. Here we have the 2 5-pan eyeshadows. These are $12 a piece, or there's a bundle where you can get both of these little eyeshadow palettes for $21. Love the packaging on this. We have this old Hollywood type of theming, and I think these 5-pan palettes are a great size for ColourPop in general, and especially for a collaboration like this, because you can mix and match these shadows so easily. The 5-pan palettes have the square eyeshadows inside, and they do come out. They're magnetic, so you can mix and match these among all of these little square eyeshadow palettes. I actually have a video where I mixed up my own 5 pans and made my own little color stories, so definitely go and check that out. I'll try to remember to link it in the description box for you. I like these colors, and I like all of these colors together. Actually, I think these are wonderful shades to use all together. I like that they did something a little bit different. Instead of just the very basic neutrals, we do have some fun pops of color here with the powder blue matte and some of these brighter pinky corally shades. One of these shades does have an eye safety warning. I pointed that out to you earlier in the close-up. I really like these palettes. I do personally prefer this pink one called Such a Starlet, but I think the shadow quality is nice, and these are well curated, fun little color stories. I believe that the real star of this collaboration are the lip products. We have 2 LUX glosses here. These are priced at $10 US a piece. I'm a big fan of the LUX glosses in general, and I think that with the theming here, you can see the special packaging, the colors of the collection. These glosses in particular just make perfect sense in this Jasmine Chiswell collection. I particularly love this sparkly mauvey pink shade called Platinum Blonde. I've actually been wearing it so much and have enjoyed it so much that I wore it in my driver's license photo. I just had to take a new driver's license photo and I'm wearing this Platinum Blonde shade in my picture. So if that's not a testament to liking it, I don't know what is. Speaking of loving things, the LUX lipstick formula is one of my all-time favorite lipstick formulas, not just from ColourPop, but anywhere. These are little duos. There's a lip liner and a LUX lipstick in each one of these duos. They're priced at $16 a piece, or you can get all 3 duos for $45. Again, more of this sparkly kind of old Hollywood meets mid-century modern type of vibes packaging. Of course, a nude called Hello Angel. Love this one. Then we have a bright pink called the So Dangerous Duo. And what would an old Hollywood collection be without a bright red, classic red lip? This one is called the Old Flame Duo. And here are some swatches just so that you can see the liners are really well matched to the lipsticks. And all of the LUX lipsticks in these lip duos are in the cream finish. Now let's talk about a collection I am so sad I was not able to review early for you because I really like this collection. This is the Opal of My Eye collection. I think this one is so fun, so pretty, so interesting. It's definitely the type of thing that I'm excited to see from ColourPop, and I guess I'm spoiling it for you as we go through the reviews. This is my favorite collection that we're talking about today. It's just so cute and sparkly and colorful. And anyway, let's take a look at the products. We do have one Soul Body powder. Then there's So Glassy lip glosses, 2 cheek palettes, and 2 eyeshadow palettes. So let's take a look at this Opal collection now. First up is the Soul Body Shimmering Body Powder. This is in the shade Skinny Dippin', and it's priced at $14. This is the big oversized powder that you could put a body brush or a body puff into. And just look at this packaging. Iridescent, opalescent, shells, beachy vibes. I'm here for every single little bit of that. I love this collection. I know I've already mentioned that, and I will mention it more throughout this review. Just want to mention quickly here that this Soul Body Powder does have that tropical coconutty kind of tanning oil scent that the Soul Body products do tend to have. I try my best to mention fragrances when I notice them because I know that some folks are allergic to fragrance in their makeup or just tend not to prefer it. So just FYI, this Soul Body Powder is significantly fragranced. Now we have 3 So Glassy lip glosses. These are sold for $8 each, or you can get the full set for $22, so you are saving just a couple bucks there. Now, honestly, I think these glosses look pretty similar once they're on the lips. They're not identical, but they are just a different sort of reflective color of a clear iridescent gloss. And typically I would complain a little bit more about that and want a little bit more variety, but in the context of this collection, I'm actually not mad at it. It really does make perfect sense within this opal seashell type of collection. Same applicator as all the other So Glassy glosses, same texture, everything formula-wise, packaging-wise is the same. It just has a special themed packaging, but the applicator's the same. So here's the swatches. You can tell a little bit of a difference. Is it crazy different? No. Is it cute for this collection? In my opinion, yes, it definitely is. Now, we have some cheek palettes, and in several of my videos, I've said that I wanted to see ColourPop go a little bit more out there with their cheek palette colors and with their single cheek colors as well. And I really think that this is pretty darn good. This is really what I was envisioning when I was looking for something just a little bit more extra. These do feel like sister palettes, and I do think we're covering a wide range of different skin tones. This lighter one, Might as Shell, is probably more of what I would reach for, but in the tutorial, I'm going to use both of them. These are priced at $12 a piece. These are all Super Shock products, and you can really wear them however you want. I hesitate to call them all highlighters, although for me, this palette would be entirely highlighters. You could easily use these on your eyes as well, or as an all over cheek color, or really whatever you want to do. The Shell Yeah palette is definitely deeper. This is going to be more suited towards the medium and deeper skin tones. However, I use these two brighter pink shades as my blush for the day, and I'm not the least bit mad about it. So that's why I feel like, they're just Super Shock cheeks in general, but you could use them as shadows, you can use them as blush, you can use them however you want. I encourage it because it's fun to play with. Now we have two 9-pan palettes. These are also $12 a piece, and we have a mixture of textures in these two palettes. There are a couple of Super Shock shadows in each one of these palettes, as well as just their regular metallic formula, mattes, and mattes with glitter. There's a huge variety of finishes. I absolutely love these colors. I don't even love blue eyeshadow, and I cannot get enough of this Shell Shocked palette. I think it works really well in conjunction with its sister palette here, the What the Shell palette. Just keep an eye out for those eye safety warnings. I like to point them out. I'll link a video about that. If you don't know what that's all about, you can check that out. This is even an interesting twist on their typical neutral release. It's got a lot of these warm pinky shades, which makes it play beautifully with the blues in the other palette. I think this is a nice approachable color palette if you are more of a neutral lover and you're looking to add just a little bit of spice for the summer. This might be what you're looking for. I quite like this as a twist on a neutral palette, but in all honesty, I do not think this is the better of the two palettes. I like this one, it's good, but I love this Shell Shocked palette. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just excited to see something so different, but this combination of cool toned neutrals, just a little bit of cool toned pink, and these really oceany, green inspired, purple inspired, blue inspired blues. Can you say that? Blue inspired blues? That doesn't make sense. But I think you see what I'm getting at. We have all of these different takes on blue mixed with some cool pinks and cool neutrals. I love it. I love wearing it. I love swatching it. I am so inspired by this palette. I haven't felt this excited and inspired by a ColourPop palette in a hot minute, and I am thrilled. Absolutely thrilled to see this. Last thing we're going to talk about today is the True Love's Kiss lipstick vault. This is a Disney princess / heroine themed lipstick set. It definitely is an extension of that Super Shock vault that they released not too long ago. So these lipsticks are available in this vault. They're also available in a set with the Super Shock vault that I was just talking about, and they're available individually, which is nice because there are 12 lipsticks in here and 7 of these colors are re-releases. So 6 are from the Disney designer launch a couple of years ago, and then the 7th is the Mulan lipstick that came out with the Mulan collection, and then we have 5 new Disney ladies represented here. So I'm not gonna lip swatch all 12 of these since 7 of them aren't new. They've already been lip swatched previously on my channel, but I will lip swatch the 5 new shades for you. That way you can see what those look like actually on the lip. So first, let's take a close-up look at this vault and all of these individual lipsticks, and then I'll show you the lip swatches at the end. So here's a look at the vault packaging. This is for all 12 shades, and the vault is $69 US. If you want to get all of them, just go for the vault because you can use a code on the vault and then it's already discounted when you buy this big bundle. So definitely go for that if you want all of the shades, or if you want to have a makeup party that I constantly talk about and still haven't had. But keep in mind, a lot of these are re-promotes, so don't feel pressured into buying repeats if you already own some of these. Just take a pause. I'm not a big fan of creating FOMO, but at the same time, I can just tell you this packaging is so pretty, so sparkly, so distracting. It's very tempting. I'm not going to judge you if you rebuy a color because look, this lipstick packaging is super pretty. I really love it. I like all of the new little designs and theming. They've done individual designs for each one of the princesses or heroines. And I just think this is absolutely stunning. As usual, they knocked it out of the park. Their Disney designs in particular just always catch my attention. And I'm not the biggest Disney stan ever. I mean, obviously I grew up watching the movies, loving them, but I am a stan for the Disney ColourPop collections because I just think they're so cute, so well done. I wanted to give you close-ups of all of these re-promoted shades because they do have these new designs. So I'm just quickly running through the shades that we've already seen before from our Disney designer girls and of course our girl Mulan. And I will give you just a quick little arm swatch with all of these shades as well. I have previously lip swatched all of these shades elsewhere in different videos on my channel, so I'll link those in the description box as well. If you want to see these colors on the lips, those video clips are already available to you. Next, we're going to go through the 5 new shades. Of course, I'm going to give you close-ups of the new lipstick shades as well so that you can see these beautiful little iridescent details. I absolutely love that they've added even more of our favorite Disney princesses and Disney heroines to this collection. I know everybody's got a favorite, and I'm just so glad every time they include new favorites because I want everybody to be able to have their favorite movie represented. Personally, my favorite of the new shades is Moana. I know that it's the most basic neutral lip color, but there's no sense in denying who I am. I am the person that loves this lip color, and I don't care how basic it is and how many shades like this I have. I just still am going to gravitate towards it, and it's still going to be my favorite. So why pretend like it's not? I also really like the Merida red, though. I think this is a nice warm red, and I think it's going to be flattering on a lot of people. I definitely see myself wearing Moana year-round and Pocahontas and Merida more in the fall and holiday times. But you know what? I kind of can see myself wearing this pumpkin-y neutral called Pocahontas a lot as well, because that's another shade that I tend to go towards a lot if I want to add just a little bit of color. That's typically the type of shade that I gravitate towards. And honestly, this warm red is just so classic. I definitely want to hear which, if any, of these new shades are your personal favorites. Now that you've seen all of those collections, close-up, details, prices, swatches, I want to show you a quick little tutorial where I apply a few different pieces from some of these collections, and I'll give you all my thoughts along the way. That way you can see some of these in action and hear my reviews at the same time. For me, from the Jasmine Chiswell collection, I really like the lips. I think that those are just the standout products. The eyeshadow palettes are cute too, but especially this Platinum Blonde Luxe Gloss is just absolutely sheer perfection for me. Now, where to even start with the Opal of My Eye collection? Almost everything about it is just exciting and joyful and shiny and colorful and unexpected, but still wearable. And it has this sort of sheerness to it, this reflectiveness that seems ever changing, but also not intimidating. I've been a Super Shock Cheek fan for a really long time. So when they introduced this little 4-pan format, I was very excited to see my favorite Super Shock cheeks in this convenient little portable packaging. I love everything about both of these cheek palettes. I will absolutely be wearing and using both of them. And when it comes to the colors that they chose, I think there's just something for everybody, whether you want to go more bold, you want to be a little bit more toned down, or you're like me, somewhere in between, and you want to just mix and match both. I am absolutely over the moon for the cheek palettes, and I really like both eyeshadow palettes. However, this Shell Shocked palette, the more blue one, is my preferred palette. I don't know what happened to me that I am so in love with this blue eyeshadow, because it's not typically a color I gravitate towards, but hey, we all saw what happened with me with green. I never used to wear green eyeshadow, and now it's one of my top favorite colors. So maybe blue is on its way up next. But either way, this eyeshadow palette is definitely one of the most fun texture-wise, color combo-wise. I just feel inspired by it. I feel like it's one of the best color combos that we've seen thus far from ColourPop this year, which is kind of a crazy bold statement for me to make, but hey, we're halfway through the year, so that means we've already seen about 100 palettes from them. So I feel pretty confident in saying this is one of my favorites from ColourPop so far this year. I love the look. I really like all of these collections, even though Opal of My Eye was my favorite. You know, the Disney lipsticks are great. I love the Lux lipsticks, so I am never mad to see more of those. And I know that a lot of people wanted to see more Disney gals represented, so I like those too. But this Opal collection is just really it for me as far as the recent releases. It is by far my favorite and the most exciting to me. I mean, come on, just look at this look. It's so cute. Okay, I think we are finally caught up with ColourPop. Hopefully they don't release something in the meantime before I have a chance to edit this video. That would just be classic ColourPop if they did that. Now's the time when I want to hear what you think about these collections. Did you pick any of these things up? Which things are your favorites? What do you hope to see next? They have sneaked a little peek about their next release, and I have a feeling it's going to be crazy. Make sure you leave all your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Hello! Ooh, that's not a thing we do. It's been a long time since I filmed. Okay, great. It's going great. Did that make sense? I gotta keep this pulled up a little bit or else it looks like I'm not wearing a shirt. But I am. Actually, I'm not. It's a dress, but okay, nobody asked. Not the variant. Not that. You know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? Please don't yell at me about not having comparisons. I have so much on my plate right now, it's not even funny. I am still unpacking. My house needed a bunch more repairs than I anticipated. Also, I don't know if you've ever had a rescue dog, but moving Maggie has been kind of tough. She was just getting comfortable and getting settled into a routine at our last place, and then I made her move. So she's been needing a lot of extra love and attention, which is fine and understandable, but it takes a lot of my time. And my kid's not in school because summer, so I am full-time momming, full-time dog momming, full-time trying to get this house together, and also maybe working sometime. Hopefully. So it's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff, and I'm glad that I have the flexibility to be able to be available for my family like this, but it does make it hard to prioritize spending 6 hours doing comparisons watches when all those other things need my attention. So thank you for understanding. Thank you for not leaving me comments that are like, I wish you would have this. I wish I would have too. I wish I would have too, but I can't. I can't. Sorry. But just please be nice to me because mom is a little stressed. At least I have these shiny, shiny cheeks to make me feel better. And it's working. The cool thing about living a little bit more rurally, which we are now, before we were very, very suburban, before borderline urban suburban living. Now we live very rurally. I'll show you some pictures that I've taken outside my house. Like, all these pictures are from my yard. I see tons of animals. I posted them on my Instagram stories and I was like, so I'm basically Snow White now. But the other half of that Snow White did not prepare me for. Lots of bugs, lots of snakes, and then more more bugs. There's a lot of bugs out here. I'm not going to show you pictures of those because I think that is gross and it'll probably gross out a lot of people. I have dealt with so many wasps, cicadas. Bees are fine. I'm fine with bees. It's wasps that I just, no, thank you. Ants, grasshoppers, huge dragonflies, which they look so pretty and they look cool, but first of all, they're really big. They like cast a shadow when they fly. You don't want one of those things to fly directly at you because they're like this big. That's pretty big. Like, yikes. Okay, anyway. Weird random life update for you if you cared. If not, I hope you skipped it. Fair enough. I do not care if I'm basic. I love this one. Solo dos más. Nailed it. Nailed it might be a stretch. So anyway, I'm rambling now as I usually tend to do. I am entitled to some extra rambles because I haven't had a chance to ramble with you in a while. So thanks for listening. Thanks for your patience while I transition into this new space. Thank you for being awesome. My husband gets so annoyed when I sing that to him, so I do it all the time so that he knows that I love him. I can't be the only person that intentionally annoys my partner for love reasons. But you know who else I love? Your face. And thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Okay, bye.